What's up, guys? It's AFarCryAway here today with Brink. Yeah, what a weird game to be playing in 2017. This game was pretty cool, has an awesome concept, and it looks really great. The character customization is really interesting, to say the least. A lot of the characters look pretty unique. But it's free to play now, for some reason. No one can seem to deduce why in the discussions of the game forums, but hey, I mean, it's free, so you might as well try it, and that's what I'm here to do today, to kind of let you guys know if it's any good or not. I do feel like there's a weird amount of mouse latency. That's probably because vertical sync was enabled. That might have something to do with it. Looks like most things are going to be set to medium. I'm going to set that to medium as well, just so you guys know like what the settings are. These aren't going to be highest settings, just because I don't want to, you know, make it too high, you know, because I'm recording and all that. But yeah, we're just gonna jump in. I guess we can do some campaign. I don't know if the online works. I really don't. Let's make it private. Difficulty normal. Let's go ahead and start. So I've watched gameplay for this game like a long time ago, and I always was interested. I always wanted to play it, but I just didn't want to pay for it. And now I didn't have to, so it's perfect.
You're the captain. Weapons hot. Shoot to kill. Yes.
So as you can see, your character, who's all nice and customized, gets to be in the cutscenes. I gave him a mask because all the faces in this game are pretty hideous, but like in a cool, cartoony way. I know my volume's pretty low, but I've had issues with like the volume in the videos in the past. I don't want to be like so quiet that you guys can't hear me. Oh, okay, there's a lot of... Is this like 30 frames per second or something? Because this doesn't feel like 60. Let's check that actually. Let me turn on my in-game FPS counter at the top left. No, it says we're running at like 100. The FOV is abysmal. I don't know if you can fix this. Would it be under gameplay? No. Well, it's not under video or gameplay. We might just have to deal with it. Yeah. Alright, that's cool. So this game introduced parkour elements that a lot of games have actually kind of borrowed from. That's something I found really interesting about this game and its development. Is that it's got a lot of concepts that were very like unique for the time. You know, even though the game feels kind of sluggish in like a weird way, like a really awkward way, it's the guns when you hit stuff, it feels pretty good. Like, it's got some good feedback, which is always a good sign in a video game, when you have good, like, hit feedback. This is just like Dirty Bomb, where people go down, and I guess you have to melee them to finish them off. Problem is, I don't know any of the buttons. Alright, I think it's V to melee. There you go. That's how you get people. So, I have a theory, and my theory is that, this game was strictly made free-to-play to draw more attention to Dirty Bomb, which is the other game that Splash Damage is like working on right now. I think that's the studio name. Because it makes sense, because this game is essentially like, I mean, Dirty Bomb is the spiritual successor to this game. And I can totally see it, you know, now that I'm playing this. I completely see, like, the designs of the enemies and everything, like the world, how it looks. It's pretty much not exactly the same, but it's very similar. Same thing with like how the enemies go down and you can finish them off with a single melee, things like that. The parkour, kind of, even though it's not really as big of a thing in that game. The difference is this game actually has a single player, whereas Dirty Bomb is only online. I mean, I say single player very loosely, though, because this is basically just multiplayer with bots. And as you can see, the bots are quite easy to take out. So no biggie there. I'll try to get an online session going after this, but I just wanted to make sure the game ran okay. which it seems to. Yeah, it's like the mouse doesn't feel connected to the, you know, game very well. It's very floaty. And I thought I turned VSync off. Let me check that again. I mean, I don't think VSync's on because the frame rate's unlocked and it's doing its thing, so it's just motion blur enabled. We'll keep that. Why not? Yeah, weird. So if you're getting this expecting a very like good PC shooter experience, it's kind of not. But it's still fun, especially for free. I mean, I wouldn't turn this down necessarily. I obviously didn't for the video. I think the fact that it's got kind of like a campaign is definitely the reason you should try this. Not because the gameplay is necessarily going to like totally keep you coming back for more. And that's just from first impressions, you know? That's just me playing this for the first time. That's already the opinion I have. Nothing extraordinarily special, but nothing terribly bad about this. Just kind of feels clunky and awkward. Man, this Chris Vector, though. It's real good. Also, there's a pretty long delay between being out of a scope and into a scope, so you kind of have to, ow. I think I just got meleeed and got knocked down for a second. That was kind of interesting. Apparently I have a Molotov cocktail or something on 3, but I can't. I'm pressing 3 and nothing's happening, so not sure what that's all about. Unless I'm just supposed to press G to throw a grenade. Alrighty. I'm sure the game does open up more once you unlock like the other classes and special abilities. There is a progression system in this game that isn't just guns. You get like abilities for each of the classes, each class being basically just heavy, medium, and small people. This motion blur is kind of sickening, but I know if I don't keep motion blur enabled, the YouTube video comes out a little bit more shitty. It's kind of harder to tell what's going on. But it's like they overdid it. The motion blur is a little bit too much. And just because I'm curious, I kind of want to turn up the graphical settings just to see what it looks like at maxed. Alright. So we're turning all of it up. Well, it says I'm getting around 130 FPS, but it doesn't feel consistent. But it actually doesn't look awful. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to find things to like about this. It's just really generic. I do kind of like it, though, when there's bots in a multiplayer game. That makes it where you can actually play it in the future, and I really respect that. Like, if you really think about it, 2 or 3 years from now, you won't be able to... Okay, maybe not 2 or 3 years. More like 10 years or more. You're probably not even going to be able to play certain games you love online. So, you're kind of wasting your money. In a way. Like, you know, Battlefield 1? Like, the single player isn't really that great. I mean, it's good, but it's not really long or worth getting the game for necessarily just to play. And, like, there's no bots, so when the servers go offline, you know, so that's it, you know, no more Battlefield 1. Except for, I guess there are community servers, but it's linked to, like, DICE and EA's thing, so I don't think that's gonna count, really. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is just telling me what to do, I think, middle mouse button. Also, giving these guys ammo is it's kind of clunky. Not really sure what's going on with that. I mean, I feel like part of the reason this is so easy is because I'm playing on like an easier setting, but it's also like the AI is pretty damn brain dead. Nope. My biggest enemy is running out of ammo. You know? It's the biggest threat. This thing is melting people.
I'll escort the hostage.
Yeah, I mean, these guys just don't even pose a threat. Maybe it gets harder as you progress. I'm sure the objectives get tougher. I don't know if this is like a good representation of what like the whole game is, because maybe it is a lot better than what I'm experiencing here. I certainly hope it is. The start of something.
Work, men. We freed the hostage and secured the site. Now we have terrorist prisoners to interrogate. We may be able to nip this insurgency in the bud.
Okay, so that's that. I think I'm gonna bump the difficulty of the bots up and see if it's any better. What's fire team? Oh, okay, it's just chat. I unlocked some new outfits and audio logs. So let's see what we got. Alright, that looks pretty cool, I guess. Fair enough. The unit. And then we got some pants. The unit pants. Oh yeah. Alright. And as you can see, here's the abilities. If you have one of these little credits, you can spend them on abilities, or you can save up to get yourself something nicer, like the downed fire ability, for example. I think I'm gonna go... Let's do sprinting grenade. Why not? I want to be fast. And there's also some weapon customization. I don't know how it works, like what you have to do. Oh, unlock this attachment by completing the challenge. So you gotta do challenges for attachments. Alright, fair enough. Also have pistols. So there's free play. That's interesting. So I guess you get to set up your own thing? I'm not sure. Oh, here's the online. So it seems that some people are actually playing this game. Not a lot, but some people are in fact playing. Probably just because it... Oh, there's a lot of people playing. Wow. Probably because it just went on free to play yesterday, and a lot of people are probably curious more than anything. Let's just join this one. It's got a good ping.
All units, code black. Chen has a surface-to-surface missile aimed right at the Founder's Tower. We're evacuating it.
This seems like a good game to play on like an Xbox controller, because it feels kind of like loose on mouse and keyboard. So it seems like if you're playing it on like a controller laid back, it would actually be probably like a better experience. Let's skip the intro since they're already in the game. Alright, so maybe this online will give me a better like impression of the game. I certainly hope it does, because it would kind of suck if that was, you know, if all you had was like the bot matches. I guess if you're gonna get it now while people are actually playing it, because this already seems a little bit more interesting, having people actually playing it, that I'm gonna have to like avoid and whatnot. People are actually gonna be playing their classes too. Give some ammo. Man, we are melting these people. Alright, so this looks like to be like phase 2 of the battle or something. The system for giving people stuff is kind of clunky. You kind of start like... The character kind of starts glitching out and stuff. Yeah, that's probably the best way to like describe it. Like this guy's just like, it isn't terrible. That's how I feel right now. It isn't terrible. It's not the best thing I've ever played, but it's not terrible either. So hey, fair enough. don't think you can go prone in this game.
I'm changing mag.
Getting low on ammo here.
It's hard to, like, give ammo to people. I actually think you need supplies. Oh, I see. At the bottom left, there's, like, a meter. Okay, I get it. You have to, like...
On my way.
Oh, this is how you choose what objective you're going to go do. I get it. I get it. Is this, like, co-op, or is this... I think this is co-op or something. These guys are dropping, like, real fast for real players, you know? I'm starting to think we're playing, like, a co-op mission. Because this is only an 8-player server. But this is kind of more fun playing it with other people. Ow.
Multiple enemies spotted.
Cheers.
Any ammo?
Oh, this guy needs ammo bad, but I don't have any to give. That like energy system thing to give people supplies, like I get why it's a thing, so you don't like get a bunch of I don't know, like just give out like infinite supplies like Battlefield, but at the same time it works for Battlefield, so why do you gotta like restrict people? I don't know. I'm comparing this game to Battlefield a lot, whereas I should probably be comparing it to Dirty Bomb, but whatever. Ow.
Your health boosted.
Very low on ammo.
Enemy spotted. Nice.
I thought I had to wait for like a full energy segment to actually give someone ammo. Whoops. Wow, these flashbangs don't screw around. Ow. No medics, huh? Alright. I think that's the first time I've died in this game.
Multiple enemies spotted.
Yeah, sorry I'm being boring. That's kind of like the thing, is like the game's kind of fun, but it's nothing like to give any real commentary on, you know? It's just kind of like, look at things, shoot things, look at things, shoot some more things, throw a grenade in the middle of them, I don't know, jump around, reload, I don't know. It's nothing special, just kind of shooting stuff. I'm glad, okay, here's my thoughts. I'm glad I didn't pay for this, but it is interesting. It's like Dirty Bomb, like this guy says, but it's nothing like Dirty Bomb at the same time, because Dirty Bomb plays like way smoother than this. So, yeah, that's the conclusion. It's obviously, you know, Dirty Bomb is the spiritual successor to this game, and for good reason, because it borrows the art style and aesthetic, improves on all of the gameplay core designs. I will say it did get rid of the single player and like the co-op, which kind of sucks. I wish that would be implemented into Dirty Bomb somehow. I'd probably play it a lot more if it had like a co-op mode or like a horde mode. Maybe it does, I just don't know about it yet, but that's Dirty Bomb. Check it out on Steam for free if you want to. Till next time, everybody. Peace.